Share with the whole team. Congratulate the whole team. Cause when you riding like we riding with each other, ain't no hiding this. Tell them line it up. Like a 4th and 1, we sneaky when we slide them. Y'all on offense with no defense, now y'all time is up. We make the hits, y'all take the hits, and now we fired up. 3, 2, 1, don't need no break. Hut 1, hut 2, give it straight, that's how I like it. And we grind it every night to make it hit, now it's exciting. See, they just getting cake, they ain't never gonna get no ice. And all we want is chips, ring fingers looking ice. My day ones here to dance at the beginning. So you know it's only right, that's how we end it. Came all the way from losing to winning. Yeah, I did it. But it ain't just me, it's the whole team. Share with the whole team. Congratulate the whole team. Cause when you riding like we riding with each other, ain't no hiding this. It's the whole team. Share with the whole team. Congratulate the whole team. Cause when you riding like we riding with each other, ain't no hiding this. See, we came up from the bottom, me and squad got it. And we made it through them problems, now it's God body. We eat, sleep, breathe this. Wave till they see sick. Do it right the first time, they all try to remix. Yeah, they grinded, but we grinded different. Tell them they time is ticking, but we time a fish. Bet not leave a minute, stop it. Something like the goat off in that pocket. Whole squizzy riding with me, who gon' stop it? My day ones here to dance at the beginning. So you know it's only right, that's how we end it. Came all the way from losing to winning. Yeah, I did it. But it ain't just me, it's the whole team. Share with the whole team. Congratulations.
We come at you from the shores of Lake Erie. EA Sports has the coverage of the NFL from First Energy Stadium here in Cleveland, Ohio. Today, we've got a Week 6 matchup for you here between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Cleveland Browns. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports.
This will be a return from deep in the end zone.
And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Looking to throw right away is Watson. Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
Watson's throw into the hands of Peoples-Jones. And he'll go out near... At the 49. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. A first carry now for Nick Chubb. Oh, he pulls over it. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Umpire threw the flag, usually always indicates holding, and that's what we've got.
And you know, depending on their positioning, where you are on the field, the umpire's got different responsibilities, but always, always making sure no one's holding.
And a pretty big hole as he's down to about the 40. It's a gain of 7 on the ground. Second down coming up.
The Browns had a very solid 4-1 here in the early part of the year, and they coming off their very first loss of the season, suffered a week ago.
So now we can all take that chasing the 1972 Dolphins and take it and throw it right out the window, right? But let's face it, not many teams talk about that or even have interest in it. All they want to do right now is bounce back after that loss.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Here's Chubb on the read option.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Nick Chubb, his 11th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Browns get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point by York is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25.
Lawrence bringing the Jaguars up, 1st and 10.
At their 25-yard line.
Off the play fake, here's Lawrence. He'll get this out to the flat for ETN.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Looking to throw again on 2nd down.
Lawrence.
Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, all right, because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right. It felt like a matter of time, and you got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape. That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
2nd and goal from the 1. Now it's Watson, a bootleg. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. A great play there. His first NFL reception goes for 6.
And the Browns are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by York is up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
On 2nd and 11 now. Lawrence, throw left side, complete to Ingram. And he'll be out of bounds near the 30. In fact, right on the 30. His first catch, good for 14 there and a first down. A handoff running left is Etienne. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. Now Lawrence. He'll get this one complete to St. Jones. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 18 yards on his first catch of the game. It's a first down.
And that's how you shake off the interception you threw on the opening drive, come back and throw another strike and gain nice yardage. And I give credit to 2 people on this one. The man throw.
And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up 2nd. Another try after the first down sack. Lawrence buying time. Lawrence hit and the ball is free. And this is picked up by the Browns.
I think what we just saw there with that fumble return is the increased emphasis on taking the ball away from another team. And no one wants to just fall on in football anymore, do they? They want to take it and try and score themselves.
But when you fall 1 yard short of getting in the end zone as a former defender, you know it hurts a little bit, doesn't it?
Not only does it hurt, the laughter in film is going to be intense. You are going to get jumped on for not making it all the way to the end zone.
They'll try again with Chubb. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb with career touchdown number 75. And the Browns have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Extra point by York is up and good. And it's now 21-0. So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're...
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And this is picked up by the Browns. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line.
Hey, I'm all about defense forcing plays and getting takeaways. But an interception and 2 fumbles in their last 3 offensive possessions.
Time to readjust?
Yeah, you can't just give all the credit to the defense on that. They've got to look in the mirror and take the blame themselves and figure out how to not do it anymore.
Following the fumble recovery, Watson. And incomplete on the deep ball.
But these are the situations that really test a defense, those sudden changes. They're already inside field goal range to start the possession. Their goal now, keep it to a long kick if indeed they end up trying one.
Now a throw here going to be taken in by the tight end, Njoku. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. And that one results in 35 yards. (21-0) our score after 1. On to the second from Cleveland. It's the Browns in control of the football as they go to work on a 1st and goal. Watson, a little touch pass on the jet sweep, and he'll score. Touchdown, Browns. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Browns continue to pull away here in this first half. Extra point by York is up and good. And that makes the score 28-0. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily when you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. And this will be a Jaguars 1st down as he's got this up to the 40-yard line.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a 1st down, pick it up, and keep moving.
And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Etienne once more. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
It looks like a nickel set now for the Browns on 3rd down. Lawrence will throw. And this is caught. First catch for Keenan Allen. And they're going to have another 1st down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 40. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards the play.
And I don't think there's any question that this offense is going to need to hit on a few more plays like this. It's been a difficult first half for them, to say the least. And I do believe if they want to get back in this game, they need to start right now. It's kind of like making adjustments. If you try waiting to the half, it's probably too late. They need to get going right here.
A snap to Lawrence as he taps this forward. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
This a 2nd and 7 from the 37. Back to the ground with Etienne. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive. Looking to throw, Lawrence. And now another turnover as this one's intercepted. Picked off by John Johnson. And he'll take this all the way down inside the 40.
A I'm not sure, Brandon, we've seen a sloppier played game this year for a team on offense. Turn it over 4 times and expect to win? No chance whatsoever. And look, I have no idea what the ratio is about turning over 4 times and how that correlates to winning or losing, but I'll guarantee you, it's not very good.
From the 36, Watson. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
And he comes back with one complete. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. 3rd catch of this first half for him, and this one is a first down.
Well, things are definitely going right for them here in the first half. Pick a down, any down, even 3rd down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a fresh set of downs, continuing to move the ball.
Off of play action, it's Watson. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Again, it's Watson. That's complete to Peoples-Jones. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 13-yard line. 11 yards for number 11. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Watson now to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Andre Cisco. And the Jags force the turnover, and they'll take over at the 10.
Well, Brandon, as they say in popular culture, this one's going to leave a mark because they can see the end zone, but it'll stay out of reach because of their error. All their offensive teammates have to give the quarterback right now, offer a little bit of encouragement because what's done is done. Let's get him next time out.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. On 2nd down, ETN once more. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming. And now the Browns are going to take another timeout. That's their 2nd, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this 2nd quarter. We'll be right back. On 3rd and 1, it's Lawrence. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Greg Newsom. And he'll get this back down to about the 12-yard line. And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And, Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them. And they took advantage of it there, got a nice interception, and set up their offense in great shape.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. This is the tight end, Njoku. Touchdown! Deshaun Watson with his 3rd touchdown pass of this first half. And the Browns open the lead up to 34-0. Extra point by York is up and good. And that makes this 35-0 now. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, This too shall pass. This too shall pass. And if we kept having a rough patch, he said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. He really hasn't been able to get on track running the football, averaging less than 4 yards a carry.
Yeah, I think that they're going to enjoy the film session because all the defenders are filling their proper gaps on just about every play. And you know what they always say for a defensive coach? When I click off this film, I better see 11 jerseys in the picture going after the ball carrier.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Lawrence. Taken down. This will be a Brown sack. The Browns will quickly use their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
I know this offense was expecting to do big things, but it certainly hasn't turned out that way, at least not through the first 3 drives. They're definitely going to have to put their heads together and start concocting some offense that'll move the ball downfield.
The Cook now on to punt as he gets this one away. We'll call that a 43-yard punt, 2 on the return. And the Browns will take over with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And with a huge lead already, they may be thinking, hey, our job's complete for these first 2 quarters. Let's get this to the locker room. He's got a man complete. And they'll work this down inside the 30. So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. On 2nd down, here's Watson. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning into quite a rout as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The Jaguars with work to do. They trail here as we are back underway on EA Sports. And we will not see a return to start the half as this will be a touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they have a mountainous deficit looming in front of them. It was really, Charles, a disaster of a first half. So where do they go from here?
Well, first thing they have to remember is that what's done is done, and there's no going back. And now you have to play this drive by drive. Obviously, come back in this spot, pretty unlikely. But you still have to go out, take pride in your work, and try and put something together here in the second half.
Now they'll run the option to the short side left. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here. Well, I tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react. Even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL, they're still a little bit in disbelief and realize, oh, my goodness, he's running with the ball. He may be 8, 10, 12 yards downfield at that point.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. ETN up the middle, and it's a fumble.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. The fumble on 1st down. Now here's 2nd down. Now Lawrence. And the pressure gets to Lawrence, and he'll go down. They overloaded that time with a safety blitz, and he winds up being dragged for a loss of 7. So now after the sack of Lawrence, the Jags looking at a 3rd and long. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. Give him 8 yards that time on the scramble, and now 4th down. And this one is right through. And they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. I'm kind of surprised by that they kicked the field goal. I guess you get some points, but this deficit third quarter, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't either. Yeah, I'm with you on that one. When you're down that much, kicking a field goal, does it feel a little bit maybe waving the white flag and just want to get out of here? Yeah, I think you got to go ahead and try and get some bigger points on the board.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Browns drive about to get started. Now, the first half definitely went their way, and this would seem to be a great opportunity to kind of put this game a little closer out of reach with a score here.
Yeah, and it's a wonderful opportunity for them because if they can add 7 more to their lead before the other guys even see the football, that could be the decisive blow in this game. I think that's how they're eyeing it. That's how they're approaching it.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Here's Chubb on the read option. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 56 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
Now a first down throw, Watson. He's got Njoku, his big tight end. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 46. Back to throw, Watson. And this is incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
Third quarter action. Appreciate you joining us from Cleveland, Ohio. 2nd and 10. Throwing again is Watson. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. He's at the 30. 10. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Maybe a small measure of revenge for this defense because they've been thoroughly dominated so far, but a brief bright spot there with that pick 6.
Seemingly coming up for air after being dominated as you described. They get a nice play there. Probably not going to change the balance of this game, but they have to feel a little bit better about themselves after that one.
Now the extra point try forthcoming. And he gets it to go to make this a 35-10 score now. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Cleveland offense ready to go. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. Bulldozes past him. Flexing his muscle again. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I think they had 3 tight ends in on that set.
And these guys are punching really well. I use boxing analogies a lot. A lot of coaches have told me that when you line up to run the football, it's 10 fistfights along the line of scrimmage, right? You've got to win your share. These 3 tight ends, they almost always win their fistfights.
Tackle made by Foley Fatukasi, the former UConn Husky.
They've created a nice sustained drive off of plays like that. A nice strong run there that keeps them advancing the ball.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Here's Chubb on the read option. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1? So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. Got a man. It's Schwartz complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 23. Now Watson. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Watson. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they're going to get this down inside the 20. And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. To the air yet again, Watson. And now Watson throws another interception. Picked up by Foyesade Oluwakin. And the Jaguars are going to get it back here just shy of the 20. Well, to be blunt, not a whole lot has gone right for this defense in this ball game. But that's something right there. Still in the 3rd quarter. It would take something around miracle territory for a comeback, but maybe that's a start, Charles.
It certainly is, and they're definitely showing that there's some fight still left in them. Hasn't been a banner day, but they're trying their best to put that disappointment behind them and find ways to make plays.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. On 2nd down, Etienne once more. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. The offense on 3rd down, just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. They'll go with a touch pass here, trying to pick it up. Here's Logan Cook now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Fair catch called for and made at about the 32-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. The Browns drive about to get started. They begin this drive with Chubb. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. 93 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ball game. Now, I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this 4th quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice a game, plenty of time left, but being able to give the ball to his big runner and pound away and try and finish off a game.
And he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. Now a pass dumped off to his running back. It'll go as a gain of 4, and it's 2nd down. From the 50, it's Watson. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. Heck of a play there to get to him quickly and get him down for a loss.
I think they did a really nice job getting ready for this game, scouting, watching film, and understanding defensively what the play design was.
He's going to fire one deep over the middle, and that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead.
And look at this. It's a fake. And this is going to blow up in their faces. Not only do they not get the first, they're going to lose big yardage as well. So they went with a trickery there on the fake punt, hoping to catch that return team flat-footed, but it did not work out.
And you were talking about trying to catch them flat-footed. That's what they were hoping for, trying to catch them off guard. But that's a well-coached team on the other side. They were more than prepared, and they were able to stop it.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. This run defense has been pretty stout all game long. Now you're here in the 4th quarter. Just rely more on the passing attack?
I don't think you have any choice, and I don't think you have to dress it up at all either. Throughout the first 3 quarters, you're still trying to convince the defense that you may run the football. That's out the window right now. Protect, let your quarterback operate, and try and find some targets in the open field downfield.
They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. Now Lawrence to throw. Man open, here is Jones. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. That 3rd down conversion good for 23. From the 13 now they work on 1st and 10. Lawrence giving to Etienne here on the option. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Myles Garrett able to record his 5th sack of the season. So now after the sack of Lawrence, the Jags looking at a 3rd and long. Here's Lawrence. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line. Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. Now a field goal try coming up here for the Jags. He hit his first. Now this from 43. And his kick is indeed good, and they're back within 3 scores as it's now a 22-point game. Well, in the grand scheme of things, those 3 points likely not going to matter much, but I guess they get a little closer, a little more respectability.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been outplayed all game long, but like my mom used to tell me all the time before I went out, dress up a little bit, son. Make yourself respectable. And that's what they're doing here. They're just dressing up the final score.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And this crowd has certainly liked what they've seen. Their guys fully expected to win this one coming in, and they have not disappointed as they've got the big lead here in the 4th. The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard. They run it again with Chubb. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. Watson's throw into the hands of Peoples-Jones. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46. Here's 2nd and a yard. Up the middle, it's Chubb. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the 1st down. They love being physical.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. It'll be a gain of 5, and that's going to bring up 2nd down. And Watson's going to throw it here. Throw left side, caught by the tight end, Njoku. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line. He's got room at the 30. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. The Browns will quickly use their third and final timeout. It'll be their third and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. From the red zone now, Watson. This will be caught at about the 6. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot.
10 yards on the pickup. It's second and inches at the 3-yard line.
Quick throw completed by Watson. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Donovan Peoples-Jones from 3 yards out. And the Browns look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this fourth quarter. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. Lawrence hit and the ball is free. And this is picked up by the Browns.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on first and goal. Throwing now, Watson. And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues. York now for the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a 4th straight loss. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
I'm ready.
A final shot now for Lawrence. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down.